Lisa stood frozen in the grand ballroom, her champagne glass trembling in her hand. The Queen's words hung in the air like a death sentence, and suddenly, 300 pairs of eyes turned toward her. The orchestra had stopped mid-note. The dancers had ceased their waltzing. Even the chandeliers seemed to dim, as if the palace itself was holding its breath. She wanted to run. She wanted to disappear into the marble floors beneath her feet, but her legs wouldn't move. All she could do was stand there, in her emerald gown that now felt too tight, too revealing. Too much. The Queen, regal in her silver crown and violet robes, stood at the top of the grand staircase. Her expression was unreadable, but her eyes those calculating, ancient eyes were fixed directly on Lisa. "Your Majesty," Lisa finally managed to whisper, though her voice was barely audible over the deafening silence. "I don't understand." But she did understand. Oh God, she understood perfectly. 3 months ago, everything had been different. Lisa had been nobody, just a translator working at the palace, hired to assist with diplomatic meetings. She was invisible, insignificant, content to blend into the ornate wallpaper and do her job. That was before Vin Diesel arrived. He wasn't royalty, not by birth anyway. But Vin Diesel was something perhaps more powerful in this modern age. He was the Queen's most trusted advisor, her chief of security, and rumored to be the real power behind the throne. Tall, imposing, with a presence that commanded respect and fear in equal measure. He was untouchable, unreachable. Until the night of the storm, Lisa had been working late, translating documents in the palace library when the power went out. She'd fumbled through the darkness, trying to find candles, when she'd collided with someone solid, muscular, unmovable, careful. His deep voice had rumbled in the darkness. She'd known immediately who it was. Everyone knew Vin Diesel's voice. They'd talked that night. Really talked. Not about politics or protocol, but about real things, about loneliness, about the weight of duty, about dreams they'd abandoned to serve others. He'd told her about growing up poor, fighting his way to the top. She'd told him about losing her parents, about feeling like she was always searching for a place to belong. When the lights came back on hours later, something had shifted between them. The affair began carefully, secretly. Stolen moments in forgotten corridors, whispered conversations in shadowed gardens. Lisa knew it was dangerous. She knew it was forbidden. Palace staff didn't fraternize with the Queen's inner circle. But Vin Diesel made her feel seen, valued, cherished in a way she'd never experienced before. "I can't offer you a normal life," he told her one night, his hand resting gently on her cheek. "But I can offer you everything I have." She'd believed him. She'd fallen completely, hopelessly in love. Then came the morning she'd felt different. The nausea, the fatigue, the undeniable truth that she'd been trying to ignore. She was pregnant. She'd told Vin Diesel immediately, of course. They'd met in their usual spot, the old tower overlooking the city. His reaction had been everything she'd hoped for. Joy, wonder, determination. "We'll figure this out," he'd promised, pulling her close. "I'll tell the Queen. I'll resign if I have to. We'll leave the palace, start somewhere new. You and me and our child." But he'd never gotten the chance, because somehow, impossibly, the Queen had found out first. Now, standing in the ballroom, with hundreds of nobles and dignitaries staring at her, Lisa felt her world crumbling. Her secret was exposed. Her career was over. Her life as she knew it was finished. The Queen descended the staircase slowly, deliberately. Each step echoed through the silent hall. When she reached the bottom, she walked directly toward Lisa, who wanted to sink into the ground. But then something unexpected happened. The Queen's stern expression softened. Just slightly, but enough for Lisa to notice. "My dear girl," the Queen said quietly, though her voice carried through the room. "You look terrified." "Don't be," Lisa blinked, confused. "Your Majesty, the secret isn't the pregnancy," the Queen interrupted gently, then louder, addressing the room. "It's who the father is." The crowd murmured, speculation running wild. The Queen turned, and Lisa followed her gaze to see Vin Diesel emerging from the crowd. His expression was fierce, protective, determined. He walked straight to Lisa and took her hand. "The father," the Queen announced, "is my son." The ballroom erupted in gasps and whispers. Lisa's head spun. "What?" Vin Diesel squeezed her hand. "I was going to tell you. he said softly. I gave up the crown 20 years ago. I didn't want the life of a king, but I'm still her son. And this, he placed his hand gently on her stomach, this child is the heir to the throne. The queen smiled, genuinely smiled. I've been waiting for my son to find someone worthy of him. Someone real. Someone who sees him as a man, not a prince. Welcome to the family, Lisa. As Vin Diesel wrapped his arms around her, Lisa realized that sometimes secrets, when revealed, don't destroy everything. Sometimes they set you free.